Hey everyone, this is Thane. Here we are at week 9's reflection. I really like the slideshow we watched. The what is it here? The Think, Create, Share, Grow, Setting the Stage for Collaborative Inquiry slideshow. I thought it was an interesting way to go over this information with just the slides and no narration. I liked playing the narrator. I thought that was fun to pretend I was giving the presentation. I liked that I could set the pace and I could click through them really fast if I wanted to, or go back and read them again. But my favorite part was providing the narration, pretending I was a presenter. I liked thinking I was presenting to the class with each slide, so I'd click it, and then I would say, "Okay, people, it is time to think outside the box. It is time to come out of our shells and take the plunge with me." That was fun for me, doing that, because, I don't know, that's the way I am. But I also liked when I got to stuff that seemed a little, what's the word? A little vague, or a little, wasn't totally sure what they meant. I liked this one a lot. I liked Massive Disruption. I thought that was powerful. It sounded like the name of a punk band, I think. Massive Disruption! Or more likely, probably the title of a, what do you call it? A documentary on a punk band is actually what that more sounds like. But in the context of the slideshow, I think what they were talking about, of course, was makerspaces and the idea of introducing makerspaces into libraries, and it being a massive disruption to the idea of a library being a very quiet, sedate place where intellectualization all happens very quietly in the brain, and it's not a loud, interactive thing where you're touching things and you're talking with each other. So I'm assuming that's the massive disruption we were talking about in the slideshow. But then this one, the Jingdi Zaiwa, the frog in the bottom of the well, I really have no idea what the hell that means. I mean, I like the image. I like the idea. You know, it could be a metaphor. Aren't we all just frogs in the bottoms of wells that are of our situation and wells of our own making? I think, whatever. I think it's poetic. Jingdi Zaiwa. I like that. If that's Japanese or Chinese, I'm assuming it's one of those. But it's obviously a metaphor that you could stretch however you want. But then there was this one. Now this one drove me a little crazy because I really wanted to know the answer to this. What do these things have in common? I really want to know what they had in common. This is the only slide that bothered me that there was no narration to tell me what they had in common. Looking at the pictures, I can tell that that's a Arduino and a Raspberry Pi, because if you look close, it's written on both of those circuit boards. That's obviously some kind of leash, glow-in-the-dark leash, so dogs don't get hit by cars, or people walking dogs don't get hit by cars at night. And then we got this thing right over here, which, I really didn't know what the hell that was. There's little text there. You probably can't see it in this, but there's little text going along with the picture there, crediting the picture source. It says it's a MakerBot in the title, so I'm assuming that's a MakerBot. Along with the Arduinos and Raspberry Pis and MakerBots are all things I've heard talked a lot about with makerspaces and the maker movement. But I don't really know what they are exactly. I know you can use these circuit boardy things to like program stuff. Someone told me they made a thing with I think it was with a Raspberry Pi, that they hooked up electrodes to water pumps, and they were able to set something that would water their plants. They made a timer or something. So I guess they're just circuit boards that you use to make things do stuff. I totally don't know the difference between a Raspberry Pi and an Arduino. They look like the same thing to me. I'm sure they're very exciting in their own right. I should probably find out more about them, especially before our final project where we make a makerspace, because I'd probably be good to know exactly what they are and exactly what a MakerBot is, because I don't really know what that is. It looks like some toys. I don't know if there's some 3D printing going on here. Yeah, I don't know. But what do these things have in common? Are they all elements of the maker movement? Are they all things people made in a library makerspace or another makerspace? What are they? Are they all forms of cruelty to animals in some sort of way? I don't know. I want to know the answer. One of our reflection questions this week was about, what was it about? It's going to come to me in a second here. It was about asking questions. It was about what makes a great reflection question. That's what it was. And thoughts on that. So this is maybe not exactly what we're supposed to be talking about, but this is my reflection question to you, the watchers, I want to know what you think these 4 things have in common. I want to know what the correct answer is, or what your answer is. Actually, I'm probably more interested in what your answer is than the correct answer. So here's your chance. Here's your chance to get your one participation point for this week. Super easy. You can stop the video right now. You don't have to listen to me rambling on anymore at all. You can just tell me what you think these 4 things have in common. If you're the presenter, you get to play the presenter. Tell me what they have in common. I'm going with... What am I going with? They're all examples of something someone made is maybe the answer. But I want to hear your answer. So here's your question. What do these 4 things have in common? Reply with it. Super easy. Get your point. Everyone's happy. And that's it. That's all I got for this week. If I can leave you guys with one thing before I go, it would be that libraries are places... Libraries... Wait, what did I want to say? I know it's written right behind me, but I'm looking at a blank green screen. But I'm going to remember what it is in a second. Libraries are a means, not an end. Thank you.